remain seated at all times, no matter what, even if you're small. Remain seated. It means that you can sit on someone's lap. If you'd like to take pictures while we're out there on the reserve, well, that is awesome. I would definitely encourage you to do so. You might want to make sure you have that camera on an action or a sports setting, though. You cannot stop for every sprite. There's a couple different animals out there. The one that's towards the left there, right behind the log, that is a yellow-backed duiker. It's a small forest antelope, but the yellow-backed duiker is the largest of the 17 duiker species. And there in the center is that large one. It's got those black and white stripes on its legs. That is an okapi. Don't let the stripes fool you, because the okapi is a relative of the giraffe. Such a reclusive animal. It wasn't even discovered by the Western world until 1901. And we are coming up on a watering hole up here. And I see some yellow-billed storks up here right next to the road in the water. Yellow-billed storks will eat fish, frogs, snakes, and other small birds. Looks like a couple different antelopes out here too. Now the one to the left up here, and I did see one on the right also, that's a greater kudu. They're the second tallest antelope in Africa. Greater kudu can stand about 5 feet tall at the shoulder and weigh around 750 pounds. The ones with the horns, those backwards horns, kind of a rusty brownish red color, those are bongos. Bongos are so rarely seen, they're often referred to as the ghosts of the forest. Watering holes like these, though, they can be great places to try and spot any black rhinos. Sometimes they hang out at the top of the hill, and we'll keep going, see if we can find one. It's always a privilege if you can spot a black rhino. They've been poached nearly to extinction for their horn. So today there are fewer than 5,000 of them left in the world. We are just going to head on over into the Safi River. And usually we can see some hippos in the river over here, so hopefully we'll see them today. Just to the other side of that island. Well, we are going to keep going just a little bit further ahead into the river. Usually we get really good viewing opportunities from up here, though, just a little ways. But don't worry if you miss those too. So there's going to be a bunch of hippos up ahead here. We'll get up here and see if we can get a pretty good look at them. Hippos will stay in the water for the majority of the day. That is to keep from overheating. They can stay submerged for 5 to 8 minutes at a time. They will come out of the rivers, usually it's at night, and they graze on the grass along the shore. A hippo can eat up to 150 pounds of grass each night. Also out there, especially on that first island that we passed, there's these large, kind of gray-colored birds. Those are pink-backed pelicans. They get their name because during mating season, their backs will turn pink. They have a wingspan that's 8 feet. Nile crocodiles weigh up to 1,500 pounds, reaching 20 feet in length. They have a jaw pressure greater than an inch, which is strong enough to crush right over there. That's a baobab tree. And baobab trees upside down. But that's just because the baobab tree can remain reserve. These are the Serengeti grasslands. The Serengeti Sketty grasslands stretch for hundreds of miles across East Africa. Grass at the bottom, and gazelles and warthogs trim up around the edges. And there's plenty of food here for everybody. This is a natural environment. Beside giraffe spots are pretty irregular shaped. They're kind of laced around the edges. Reticulated giraffes, though, they get their name from the word reticulata, which means nets, because it looks like someone threw a net. That's how it looks like. Giraffes are the tallest mammal in the world. So they grow in a giraffe can stand 18 to 20 feet tall. The tall cone-like structures that stick up everywhere through here, those are termite mounds. Termite mounds can get as hard as concrete. Elephants like to use them as scratching posts. Once the elephants have worn them down enough, antelope will stand up on the tops, and they use them as lookout spots. See if there are any predators trying to hide out in the tall grass. Different animals here. Now over to the right there, beast in Afrikaans. They're also referred to as new. So over on the left, there's another one that's going to be up here on the right. See those large tan antelope? Those are Patterson elands. The eland is the largest antelope in Africa. A Patterson eland male can stand 6 feet tall at the shoulder, and it's just a little bit different than that reticulated giraffe. Side giraffe up here, but also out to the right here as we're coming up. They're also known as Watusi cattle after the tribe that first domesticated them. They're the only domesticated animal here in the reserve. That gray, shaggy antelope right there on the edge of that little drop-off. That's a waterbuck. Waterbuck skin has kind of a greasy secretion. It's thought to be for water-dated pastures. And to the right there, that's enough. So it's most likely a bull. Male elephants tend to live by themselves, or in all male loose groups. But over on the left there, if you look in these little trees, those are mandrill monkeys. Mandrill monkeys are the largest monkey in Africa. They can weigh up to 100 pounds. They're also the most colorful. They have those bright red and blue vivid colors. The dominant male's coloring is usually the brightest, and that's to ensure the rest of the troop knows he's around. They frequently they've worn it off, and that's to get to the water that's stored inside. Lightest shade of pink coloring from any of the other flamingo species. They get their pink color from the foods that they eat, like tiny brine shrimp, which contain keratin, and that will turn their feathers pink. White rhinos are one of Africa's greatest success stories. They were once nearly poached to extinction for their horns. Now, though, thanks to widespread conservation efforts and anti-poaching laws, over from the clump of trees to the left, there's a cheetah. Oh, one right on the front, too. Shoot right up there for us. Cheetahs are the fastest land mammal. They can run up to 60 miles per hour. They are sprinters, though. Rock formations like these, they're called Kopi rocks. They jut up out of the savanna, and lions will seek them out, though. They use them for lookout spots and to rest throughout the day. Definitely one up there today. Now, the lion is the only large cat that will live. Warthogs are one of Africa's largest burrowing mammals. They back into burrows with razor-sharp tusks sticking out, just in case any predators might come along. And it's miles per hour. Although they do have wings, they cannot fly. They have pretty keen eyesight, though, and that's a great advantage. Stimulus, which hopefully is going to deter people from poaching as a lifestyle.